Ashlie here. Okay, holy freaking, I don't know what. It's official. We are kicking off. Today is technically your day one of this group. And I want to do a little bit of groundwork laying. And I don't wait for people to hop on because most people are going to catch the replay probably. But as you are hopping on, say hi, let me know that you're here. So I want to lay a little groundwork for you and kind of lay out expectations and what to expect. Hey, Dee. Hi, Larry. What to expect from us, what we expect from you. And then I'm going to get a little bit raw and force you to kind of level up your mindset because that's what it takes. So what we're asking for you in this group is to create a really clear, crystal clear vision for what you want for your 2020. And then putting in the work now to bridge that gap from where you are today to achieving your vision, to the person that is going to be the one that gets to check the boxes on the vision that you're creating. So we're gonna bring you a lot of training, but it's gonna be a lot more action focused. We'll have weekly Q&As, you saw, so every Monday night, at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, we'll have three of us on, three of the superstar leaders on, leading a Q&A. Someone's gonna go live every Wednesday. We'll give you a little bit more notice. We decided today it wasn't enough notice to give you more notice so you can be prepared for that. We expect you to be posting your business activity tracker. I don't think any of us expect you to be perfect on your tracker. I don't need every single box to be checked. What we need is you to be held accountable. You need to start becoming accountable for your own business. You are, as I mentioned, if you were on the vision call the other night, you are the CEO of $1 million business. Put your CEO hat on right now and don't ever take it off. You are the master behind all of this, and it starts in action. So these training groups are great. I've never been a part of a group like this. This is probably going to be the most epic group of all time. In fact, Christina said Carl, his attention was caught by this group and he wants to provide value somehow. So we're working on that being an incentive, maybe for you guys to be able to earn something with Carl in December. Doug Moss reached out to Danielle about doing income growth training for some of you guys who earn that. So it's gonna be an amazing group, but here's what I can promise you. The group's gonna be amazing. The content's gonna be fire. The leaders in here know what they're doing or they wouldn't be where they are, right? These aren't just superstars. These are superstar, like top 10, top coaches, top earners, CEO award recipients. We have the best of the best, the creme de la creme. None of it matters if you don't get to work. It's all rooted in action. So I think a lot of times people join these groups and they think, here's where I'm gonna find the secret. And the secret that I'm hoping for is that I won't have to do much work, but I'll get to reap the rewards. And that doesn't ever happen, not once. Because if we had shortcuts, we would tell all of our coaches, we want you guys to be successful. The problem is there's no shortcuts to success. And the path to success is never easy. You've got to put in the work. So that's why we think it's really important for you to be doing that tracker. I'm going to kind of ignore the comments until the end because I'll get distracted. And with growing a baby, like brain, and it's not working right now, So, but I'll get back. So if you have questions and stuff at the end, but keep commenting because I like it. So anyway, I want to lay that out to make sure you understand. You're not going to get anything secret in this group. You're not going to hear, I feel like before Beachbody, I was bouncing from diet to diet to diet, trying to find the solution. The thing that made me lose weight without putting any effort, where I didn't have to change my lifestyle, right? I bought something called the cookie diet off of Amazon. Those cookies were disgusting. I couldn't even finish one. I left it in the break room at work. I tried fat burners because this radio DJ that I used to listen to swore by him, and it made me feel crazy, but I took them anyway because I wanted to. It meant he was like raving how he could eat whatever he wanted and do whatever he wanted, and these pills made up the difference. Like, I was looking for that shortcut. As you guys know, the shortcut to getting the body that you want, the body you feel great in, there is none. right? You got to put in the work. You got to show up to your workouts. You got to follow a meal plan. You got to drink your shake. It's the same thing with this business. There is no shortcut to success. So do the work, do the action, show up with your business activity tracker. Again, we don't need you to be perfect, but we need you to be accountable, because what we hear so often is, I don't know what's wrong. Like, I can't hit success. I'm not hitting Success Club this month. I'm inviting people and I'm showing up, I'm doing my workouts. What's going on? It's like pen to paper. Where is the hole? Because there's a hole in there somewhere. And a hole might be, for some of you, your belief, which I'm going to get into. But a lot of you, I don't believe that anybody cannot help 3 people a month if they're doing the work. If you are talking to enough people, if you are putting it out there, if you're showing up for yourself in your journey, and you're putting yourself out there, you're sharing, connecting, and inviting people to join you, and you're doing it in a way that makes it look fun, that people want to be a part of, and you're talking to enough people. If you're doing those things consistently and you're not giving up and you're not having gaps, right? Like if you owned a Starbucks, you don't just decide, today I'm in a good mood, today I'm going to open my store, and then expect at the end of the year to make a profit on that business. If you only show up on days that feel good, that's going to be a failing business. So you're not, and you're also not waiting. Like, my goal is to sell 3 things today. And then when 3 people come in and get their coffee, you're like, cool, we've reached our goal. Let's shut the door, because you've sold, you set the bar so low. Like, you're not doing that and expecting a profitable business. So it's the same thing with this. So pen to paper, are you actually putting in the work? So we want to see those. And sorry, I'm getting over a cold, so I've got some snot situations happening, which is kind of disgusting, but bear with me. Okay, so we want to see those. Those need to be posted by Friday evenings. And I think, what we say, 9 p.m. Pacific or something like that. Otherwise, we'll remove you from the group. This is not a touchy-feely group. This is not, hey, let's hold hands and kumbaya and, powwow and rub each other's backs. And this is not a place where you come and you say, this is just so hard, I'm getting discouraged. I mean, you can be discouraged. This is a place where you come to get shit done. And because you are in this group, don't undersell yourself and your belief system that got you here. You're in this group. This was an invite-only group. Every single one of us has large, massive organizations, and we chose 30 people. If you're in this group, you belong here. So get rid of any limiting beliefs you have around that now. But now to stay here, we're going to ask you to continue to do the work. So those business activity trackers, plug into the calls that we have. This time that we're giving you is valuable. You get out of this group what you put into it. And the idea is, we don't really have like a set goal that we want you to achieve. Of course, Success Club is going to be the bare minimum. You need to achieve Success Club November and December, because the work that you put in now is the work that you're going to reap the rewards from in the new year. So that's your goal. And then I loved when I asked you what your guys' goals were, I saw pretty much big goals from all of you. I saw Star Diamond, I saw SC10, SC20, I saw 2-star, 5-star, Legend. I saw all kinds. I saw a few small goals. One person said that I saw, I want to be Emerald in this group. You want to be Emerald by tomorrow. Like, you can find 2 coaches to join you. One of them is going to be your spouse if you're married. If you're not married, it's your mom, your best friend, whoever, your neighbor, your coworker. You can find 2 people to help. Emerald is 2 people. So your goal is not to be Emerald by the end of the year. If your goal is to be Diamond by Summit, what the F? We're not messing around with playing small, okay? Diamond by Summit is ridiculous. Diamond is by the end of the year or bust. Because here's the thing, I need you to get clear on your goals and understand that it is a decision. Success Club is a decision. Diamond is a decision. Elite is a decision. All of these things are decisions that you get to make, and then you work on building the belief to back up that decision. And how you work on building that belief is personal development, but it's doing the work. It's doing the work that is going to prove to yourself that those things are possible. Because a lot of times we build our goals based on the past, right? So if you and this person that, and I don't remember who it was, and I'm not trying to call anyone out specifically, I was grateful that someone said, I want to be Emerald this month and Diamond by Summit, because I hear that from 90% of people. My goal is to be Diamond by next Summit. No, your goal is to be Diamond in a month, maximum. right? Like your goal is to be emerald tomorrow. Find 2 people today. You can wake up tomorrow as an emerald coach. It's not an impossible task. So I was so grateful for that there was, but anyway, the person said, I've started out slow. Okay. So that's the story that she's telling herself. We all have stories that we're telling ourselves. For years, I told myself I cannot be a leader. So I like to talk about the time that in last year, 2017. 2017, I ended the year as number 2 in the company, 6-star diamond coach for the 3rd year in a row. I was recruiting high numbers. I was bringing a lot of people on. I had a good retail business. I could not help people hit Success Club or go diamond, or definitely not star diamond. I couldn't help people become leaders. And I love our products, right? I love Shakeology. I love our gym. But our workouts, the thing that's changed my life the most is coaching. So it was heartbreaking to me that I couldn't help people see success in the thing that changed my life the most. It was awful. And I got to number 2 and it felt lonely, and I didn't want it. I didn't really want top 10, because I feel like you shouldn't get the recognition for being a top 10 coach if you're not able to help people with coaching, right? And so that was a story I told myself. I had 2 diamonds, because you had to be elite, you have to have 2 new diamonds. So I had 2, but one of them was at Second Business Center, which counts. But so I means all year I only advanced 1 person to diamond or helped them, right? The next year, 2018, last year, the year that we ended as number 1, Emily Favre started catching fire at the end of 2017 with the 80-day obsession. And she was always a Success Club 5 to 10. She'd been a coach for 4 years, diamond for 4 years, barely, just doing what she needed to get by, checking boxes, not really showing up and giving it her full potential. When she went all in with 80-day obsession, something changed for her and her confidence shifted. And then she went all in with the business. And then she started slaying the business. And she started running. And it was the first time that I really felt like I had someone running with me on my team. And I'm hot, passion sweat, and so when she started saying this girl's going diamond and this girl's going diamond, I just got off the phone with Doug and he thinks I should push to 10-star. And then the next time I talked to her, she just got off the phone with Doug and he thinks she can do 15-star. And I'm like, oh my God. And here I was just sitting there telling myself this story, because I'd been a 6-star diamond for 3 years. I was about to go into my 3rd summit as a 6-star diamond. And who was it on the vision call the other night said, what you do, was it Moira? Someone, I can't remember who said, what you do is what you give your coaches. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. How do I hang this up? Okay. Is what you give your coaches permission to do. The ceiling you set for yourself is the ceiling that you set for your coaches. And I knew my team deserved more of that from me. And so then I just started asking myself, is it really true that you can't be a leader? Is it really true that you can't help people? And I decided to look at that limiting belief and shift it and change that belief system, because here's how it works. Your beliefs create your actions, and then your actions create your results, which means your belief create your results. So if you want to be a diamond coach, first of all, I think that's setting the bar too low. Okay, let's go to let's say you want to be a diamond coach by the end of the year. Okay, fine. Maybe that's a lofty goal for some of you. Maybe your goal, I really feel like, shoot as high as you can. Set the bar high, shoot high. I don't like this playing low business, because when you play low, you work, if you set the bar low, if you play small, you work small, you reward yourself small. If you play big, you set the bar big, then you work big and the rewards are big. So if you're thinking that diamond by the end of the year is going to be hard, then you will act in accordance with that belief. If you think, oh, diamond's totally possible for me, 2 stars totally possible for me, I don't know the how yet, but I know that it's going to happen. I just got to plug in the puzzle pieces. If you can figure those things out and manage that belief system, then you will act in accordance with that. So I just decided to ask myself, to challenge that story I was telling myself. And then that year, of course, it wasn't true. It wasn't true that I couldn't lead people, because from the time that I decided to challenge that limiting belief, I went from 6-star diamond for 3 years, not having advanced anyone, to, last year, superstar diamond, top team. I really feel like it was a top team. It was not. I felt like the year before, 2017, I was the #2 coach because I wasn't able to help my team, right? Last year it was a top team. It was 100% a team award. I could not have done it without them. And I produced 30 some diamonds or something like that. I don't really remember exact numbers, but the point is, when I started shifting my belief, my actions started to change and my results started to change, because your belief creates your results, right? So it is a choice to make Success Club a non-negotiable. It is a choice that you are going to be diamond. And Christina Delgado did a call for my team I think last week maybe even, and she said, I don't remember exactly what it was, but I'm gonna give you the same kind of context example. If you were making $100,000 with Beachbody this year, if you're making that kind of paycheck consistently, say $5,000 a week, okay? If you're making $5,000 a week with Beachbody, how do you show up for your business? And how are you showing up today? Because if you make $5,000 a week, your belief is that that's possible for you. Your belief is that you can help people. Your belief is that Success Club's no problem. Your belief is that diamond is just a stepping stone. Diamond is possible for you. 2-star is possible for you, because you're making $5,000 a week. You're making 6 figures. What is 5,000? You only need to make 2,000 a week. If you're making 5,000 a week, you're making bank. So, if you're making 2,000 a week, you're making 6 figures. How do you show up for this business? Differently, probably, than how you're showing up today. You're going all in on it because you act in accordance with your belief. Your thoughts manifest your future. And one of the things that so when I joined, my sister-in-law, sorry, mom brain fart. My sister-in-law invited me to be a part of her challenge group, and then to be a coach. And I had no idea who Danielle Natoni was, but Danielle was her coach. My sister-in-law does not work the business. She never really has. In the beginning, she kind of played with it for a little bit, but she didn't have team page, didn't do team calls, didn't tell me what an Emerald coach was. I remember messaging her after listening to some call saying, you've got to voice your goals with somebody. So I messaged her and said, I want to be an elite coach. That was in my very first year. And her response, I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was something that was like, LOL, that's cute. How adorable that you want to do that. That's not going to happen for you. And it didn't happen that year. I didn't go elite that year, but she just wasn't into it. So I didn't have anyone a team page to plug into or anything like that. Danielle didn't know who I was yet. And now Danielle is my mama coach. That's, my mentor and friend, and she's adopted me and everything. I feel like she is my coach. She's had a huge impact on my success, but I think I got to 3-star before she really even knew who I was. And I was so bitter about it for years. In fact, I had to have a call with Danielle and be like, how do I get over being pissed at my upline for not helping me, for not giving me a better placement, or not giving me direction, and not celebrating me when I achieve things, right? And so some of you might also have a story like that, where you're pissed about a lack of involvement from your upline, or you're pissed about where you were placed, or you're pissed about someone in your downline or whatever. Writing off your success or giving too much credit to somebody else for your results. And I was really bitter about it for a long time. And then last year, 2 years ago, I had this epiphany. I had this light bulb moment. And what I realized was, because I didn't have someone holding my hand, and I didn't have a team page where I saw people struggling, the way that I learned how to do everything in this business was by listening to the National Wake Up Call and then seeking out top coaches' YouTube channels, right? I've watched Brittany Leggett's, I've stalked all the videos, Brittany Leggett, Melissa McAllister, Janelle Summers, Lindsay Matway, all of Danielle's things, obviously. I've just spent so much time learning from the best. And so what I realized was I had heard their stories, because you hear on the National Wake Up Call who they were before Beachbody, how they found Beachbody, the life that they were living, and it's struggle, right? And then at the end, how their life has changed. And you hear people get emotional because their life is so different now. And so all I heard was people coming from struggle and making it work. And so that's all I knew. I knew, oh yeah, like I'm going to be a millionaire one day. I'm going to be an elite coach one day, because if them, why not me? If they can do it and they have a broken background and a broken road, why not me? And that was like such a light bulb for me that I realized I didn't believe elite was hard, or I didn't believe that hitting $1 million club was impossible, because all these people were showing me it was possible. And so I acted in accordance with that belief system. I acted as though elite was happening. It was just a matter of time. I used to say I'm the CEO of $1 million business back in 2014 when I was a 3-star diamond. You know, like that's when I first heard someone say, you're the CEO of $1 million business. I don't remember who that person was, but I started owning that. I started acting as if I was a CEO of $1 million business. And I wasn't anywhere near that then, right? But when you believe something, you act in accordance with it. Your beliefs create your results. So if you want to be a diamond coach, how do you act if you were a diamond coach? If you want to be an elite coach, how does an elite coach act? Does an elite coach set their sights on Success Club 5? No. They don't play low. Elite coaches don't set the bar as low as possible. Elite coaches play big. They set the bar high, they work hard, and they reward big. So I want you guys to really think about your belief system and what it is that's fueling your action that you're putting in. Okay, I'm just making sure. Okay. Yes, okay, that's the other thing that I want to talk about. So the other reason to play big is these days, pregnancy has changed a lot of things for me where I'm kind of chilling a little bit more. But in general, my goal for the last 2 years has been Success Club 250 minimum. And that's not, I'm not saying that should be your goal, but because for the first 4 years, I got to multiple 6-figure earner, 3-time elite coach by Success Club 10 to 20, okay? Not 5. I didn't set my goal at 5, because what happens is when you set your goal at 5, that's 3 freaking people a month. That's 3 people. Give me a break with Success Club 5. When you set your goal at Success Club 5 and helping 3 people, do you know how much you don't have to work to do that? When you set your goal as like Success Club 10 to 20, you're not like at the first of the month, you're like, I got to get to work, right? You're like, and then when you hit 5, you don't coast, you don't chill, because your goal wasn't 5, your goal's 20. Success Club 20. So you've got like, you level up. You level up instead of leveling down. So my goal is Success Club 250 because I saw that that was possible for me. And it still felt like a stretch some months, you know, but it felt like it was possible for me. And so now at the beginning of the month, I don't chill on cruise control and wait till the last week and freak out and panic and put a lot of pressure on people saying yes to me. I'm hustling hard all month. And then at the end of the month, you know, I'm not like, or if I hit Success Club 10 or something at mid-month or whatever, I'm not coasting, I'm not chilling, I'm not taking my foot off the gas. No, I've got work to do, I've got people to help. My goal is 250. I gotta get out there and get to work. Now, I'm not saying that your goal needs to be some huge high number. Make it reasonable. If you've never hit, well, you hit Success Club to be in this group, most of you, but your goal should be a minimum of 10. I would really say most of your guys' goal should be 20 people, or Success Club 20, which is 10 people. You can help 10 people this month. There are 10 people that need your help. And then what happens if your goal is Success Club 20, you show up and you have to believe it's possible. You've got to believe that, right? But you show up in a way that you get out of your own way. You put in the work to support it. Now, if you're struggling with your belief system, because again, like, you know, we base things off of our past. We base like, okay, my goal, Success Club 5 is really hard for me. So that feels like a stretch. I'm going to keep doing 5. The thing is you're not putting in the work. If Success Club 5 is hard for you, you're not working on what's going on up here. You're not believing that you can be an elite coach. If Success Club 5 is hard for you, you're putting too much pressure on the sale and not enough on what they're getting, the value out of that investment that they're making. Someone changed my freaking life by giving me that investment. And same with every other leader and tons of even just participants in this group. I'm guessing yours was changed by someone offering this to you. So take the pressure off of the sale and just present this. See, I don't feel like our job is to make everybody use and love Beachbody. I feel like our job is to become our best selves, to figure out what lights us up, to become a lighthouse. Once you figure out what your solution is, what lights you up, and you are a light, you can shine that light out there for other people who are waiting in the darkness. If you're sitting in the dark and other people are in the dark, they can't see you. They can't find you. They're not, darkness isn't attracted to darkness. People in the dark are attracted to light. Become a lighthouse. Take the pressure off of the sale. And I also want to make sure you understand that the reason that you don't set your goal as 5 or, whatever at the bare minimum is because whoever got you here, who got you to this group, isn't going to get you to the next one. Whoever gets you to diamond isn't going to get you to 1 star. What gets you here isn't going to get you there. You've got to continue all the time shining your light for people because you're going to get cancellations. You're going to get people that go inactive. You're going to get people who make returns. You're going to get people that decide this isn't for them. That's cool. It's not my job to convince everybody that they need Beachbody. It's my job to become my best self, say this is the solution that worked for me, and share it with everybody and encourage them to live their best life. I'm not selling Beachbody. I'm selling a life. I'm selling people on the idea that they deserve more. And whether or not it's Beachbody and they want to join me, cool. Like, I don't put pressure on that, right? So take the pressure off of the sale and put it on you living your best life, and then putting the responsibility on it's your job to tell it to everybody that you can. And not stop once you get to Emerald, not stop once you get to Diamond, not stop once you get to 1 star, 2 star. Like all of us Superstar Diamonds have not stopped at Superstar. You see, there's people in here that are Superstar Diamond in multiple business centers. I mean, Lindsay has done it 4 times in 4 business centers because we don't stop. You just keep setting the bar higher, right? And they didn't start probably like day 1. Like, I don't want you guys to set your goal as Superstar Diamond in by the end of the year. Set a realistic goal, but set a stretch. Stop playing low, stop playing small. And how you're going to build that belief is personal development. So one of the things that we're encouraging you guys to do is ordering the book from Bo Eason. So I am ordering it on Audible. Oh crap, you guys. It's on my wish list. I don't know if I have the name. So I'm gonna make a post about it as well. Wish list. It is There's No Plan B for Your A Game by Bo Eason. We will be kind of infusing that in the trainings, maybe on the Q&A calls, doing kind of like a book club thing. So we want you to buy There's No Plan B for Your A Game, personal development, but then also doing the work. Doing the work is what's going to back up that when you start getting yeses, when you start checking boxes, when you start leveling up, you start building the belief in that new belief system, in that new confidence that you have that you can do this, that you're providing a value to people, that people want to join you because you have something that could change their life. All right, I'm going to read some of these comments. Okay. Oh, yes. Good. Thank you. Okay, guys. So that's all I have for you. We need to see your trackers. We need to see you showing up in here. You need to be showing up on social media, and you need to get your mind in check. We're not playing small. We're not doing Emerald by the end of the year and Diamond by Summit. We're not doing, we're not like, it's Emerald by like tomorrow, next week at the latest. If you want to be an Emerald coach, become an Emerald coach. If you want to become a Success Club 10 consistently, start, if your goal is Success Club 10 consistently, then you need to be shooting for Success Club 20 in case you fall short. And then start showing up as if you're someone who's already achieved that. If you want to be an elite coach, start showing up as if you were already an elite coach. If you want to be $1 million earner, start showing up as someone who has already earned $1 million with this company. I guarantee you, it's a different, your actions produce the results, right? Your beliefs create your actions, create your results. So your belief creates your results. If you believe you're an elite coach, start acting that way and you'll produce that way, right? So figure out what your goals are, get crystal clear on those, and then work on your belief system and put in the work to back up that belief. Prove to yourself that it's possible. If you are like me, where you have that limiting belief, like, I don't know how to lead people, I don't know, ask if that's true, and then just start leading. Try a different thing. Try a different action. What I did was I just changed what I was doing. Instead of like continuing on the same path when I didn't think I was a leader, I decided to change what I was doing. And I started creating little success pods. And I started doing more personalized hands-on with little small groups of people. Would that work? You know, so if you want a certain result and your action is not producing it, right? If your result is, I want Success Club 5, and your action is not producing Success Club 5, maybe it's not the issue, maybe it's not the belief, maybe it's the action. Maybe you're not talking to enough people. I saw people at the end of the month, last month, I always put people in a little push strand at the end of the month to get Success Club. And someone said, okay, I just sent out 5 invites, so now we wait. I'm like, what? Now we wait? No, we don't wait. You keep sending more. You keep talking to more people. We don't sit and wait. What? Like, no. Your action line, like, you need to make sure your action is going to reflect the result that you want. And if it's not reflecting the result you want, change the action. That's what happened for me to have the year that I had last year with my team, was I had to change the action to change the result. Changed my belief to change my action to change my result. All right, you guys, you're the best. I'm so excited for this group to see all the things that you guys can accomplish by just showing up and not believing the story that like this is hard and it's a tough time of year. So what? Tough schmuff. Doesn't mean impossible. We've all lived through tough seasons, right? Like winter is always a tough season. We've all lived through them, yet we're still all Success Club legends leading this group. We've all had hard months. You just figure it out because you're the CEO of $1 million business, right? All right. Bye, guys.